Dan and Elsa have lived here for about 2 years, and I think everybody knows them. They've really made an impact on our community and just creating a sense of community within Rockwood.
I first met Dan actually 2 years before he and Elsa became a resident. He was a facilitator at a board retreat that we had, and he just did a terrific job. And about 2 years later, I was really pleased to hear that he and Elsa had chosen to move into Rockwood South Hill. We have frequent opportunities to interact. Dan is on the executive committee of the resident council for the Forest Estates. Elsa is the incoming chairperson for the Rockwood Residents Foundation, so we have lots of opportunities to interact.
And so I just grew up understanding that that's how you live your life. That's the reason for living your life, is to make the world a better place for everybody around you, and to build community and to strengthen community, to help each other.
Dan and Elsa are the type of people that you would want for your neighbors, regardless of where you live. They are just wonderfully warm and welcoming people.
They're always out in the community, and they want to get to know everybody.
If they're walking on the street and they run into someone, they stop and they talk. And they'll even change their course and the direction of their walk to walk with the people and visit with them.
They're very special people that really look to involve others.
They felt there was a way to improve the ways in which new residents could connect with the existing residents. So they threw a block party, invited neighbors around their neighborhood there.
When we moved in, we thought, well, we got to meet all of our neighbors now, and we need to do something that. And so we first we had an open house, and we invited them all to our house. But then we got this idea of having an annual summer picnic, sort of a German-style picnic, cold chicken and all that, and bring the neighbors together.
Dan and Elsa seem to be the center of activities that bring people together, whether it's coming up with a barbecue for their street, or even helping other streets organize their own barbecues.
Being with people, talking about ideas, preferably over food, is as good as it gets. It's as enjoyable as life is. So we've always liked bringing people together and exchanging ideas and eating, basically.
So there have been many studies that show that living in a continuum of care community brings longevity. And I think a big part of that is the social aspect, not being isolated.
You know, the social aspect of healthy living is, that's one of the biggest components of staying healthy, is being social and being involved with the people around you.
So having people like Dan and Elsa who really engage other residents in conversation and in committees and things like that just helps that social aspect be that much brighter.
When I first arrived here, Dan told me about his sip and schmooze on Saturday mornings. And so whenever I'm in town, I try to get to that. It goes on even if they're out of town, which I think is great.
Dan and Elsa are senior stars because they have so many creative ideas and have made so many wonderful enhancements to the community.
Dan and Elsa are senior stars because they're warm and engaging people, and they really truly care about making Rockwood a wonderful community for their friends and neighbors.
Dan and Elsa are senior stars because they bring community to our community.